Hello everyone, Angelin over here, and this is an update. Even if yesterday I put the guide itself, I have been pushing some corruption. I was getting some blessings and things that you might already know, but I think my blessings are quite right now. 28, 29, 74, 71, 50% shred because I'm spamming this thing, and I'm about to go to 1000 corruption when I finish everything here and then do a 16 Orobis. And the problems people are having, the problems I expected them to have, and the things that you already know would happen are happening. So, first of all, mana and mana regen are going to be one of the linchpin things that you need to fix if you go for the build itself. Remember, coated blades gives us 80% more damage, but also makes it so our abilities cost a lot more. How do you kind of survive with this? First of all, you want as much regen as possible. You are not going to go positive easily. What I mean by going positive is like doing the full combo and things like that. You are going to use more mana than you have, but having a big pool is going to help. Of course, this means that you can get mana on your chest, helmet, neck. I'm using a neck right now, but I could change it for more damage. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. You can also go for mana regen on your belt, on your rings, on even I think you can get some mana regen on the on gloves or boots or even the relic. But if you can get dexterity where when you can, just put it there. Now, that would help a lot, but also you need to know that maybe doing combos and doing more damage might be better. Now, while you are clearing, it is actually good if you have like a different setup. Like maybe you can put the Jewel Rush with mana regen, and then if you have Jewel Rush with mana regen, you get like 200 and something percent mana regen. If you have two of them, you should have like 30 or 30 something, and then you will be able to clear quite fine. I haven't done that because I kind of want to get a 1 LP red ring and then imprint it and try to get more before they get omega expensive. It is my goal to kill Uber Aberroth, but that is quite far away. I'm not a very good player. You can also expect if you have seen me play. I did try Uber Aberroth. I got to the second shield and then I died because I'm a bad player. Now, as for things you can do to improve or to change, some people have told me about the low life things. You could do that. If you change the chest to an exsanguinous, boots to last step of the living, and then your helmet use a somnia instead of a seat. Change some idols a little bit differently, so you have the ones that give the ward and ward retention. This one, the ward retention and ward per second. You can get a huge deal of ward retention, and even the ward per second is not bad. This is a good hybrid idol um, to have. You can also, of course, get the mana regen one and health. But if you get a lot of this ward retention and ward, maybe you can, instead of using the somnia, use another helmet. Same thing with the gloves. You can get the experimental one thingy on your one of the prefixes. It's going to be hard, of course, but well, things are like that. As for relics, I don't think that you really want to get an Okeros, mostly because if you get an, I don't really want to take it out because I will lose my +4 to the Mirage, but that 6% or 8% of health that you get to your ward is not as huge as expected. Now, other things that you really want to do, I for example, now that I have more than 900 corruption, if you don't know what my current corruption is, 929, I imprinted two tier 7 wait, this here, a 2 tier 7 weapon here. This one was the first one I got. Then there was also this one, and they have been dropping more frequently now. I really want, of course, the middle lining damage and the multiplier. And here I have some that I'm going to use redemptions on. Redemptions, if you don't know what they do, is they work with re-rolling the affixes. So I want lightning damage and multiplier, or double lightning damage, or even better would be double flat, lightning and void, because flat is super strong in our build. Have a lot of multipliers on that. And if you put here, as you can see here, we got mana and increased mana regen and critical chance, poison damage, point damage. You are going to go through a lot of these redemptions. Like for example, this would be a good sword to clear around if you manage to slam the 2 LP into the your Black Blade of Chaos. As you can see, mine is nothing crazy. I have even it got the tier 5 pen instead of the multiplier. It is what it is, unlucky. And you could have those two setups differently. Also, another thing that you can do to help on mana is, I'm not using it, but you can do as I say instead of what I do. On puncture, you have this node here that is called Mind Piercer. You get up to 4 mana, and you can also get from tapping strikes up to 8 mana. So you get around 12 mana, and with puncture, with rapid strikes every 4 seconds, you get that 36 mana super fast if you really want to just slap a boss a little bit around kind of fast. You can do that. Of course, you can use the puncture things instead of the umbral blades, or I don't recommend taking the smoke bomb out because it's very good. It gives a lot of shred, and also the extra shadows are kind of neat. You also get a silver blade. This is our strongest defense against big hits because it's a 100% dodge. If you have seen my Brink video, whatever of nothing, I use it a lot. You can just go into any boss and just slam the smoke, and with that silver veil, just eat one hit. Do be aware that there are some hits, like some slams, that the people at EAG are not dumb. They hit more than once, and you are going to get one shot anyway. So that is everything that you could say. Now I'm going to show you a clip of a Lagon plus Harbinger I did. I didn't want to show a lot of things at the beginning because then people get the wrong idea, but let's go into it. So as you might already know, we are playing anti-corruption, and here this is the last phase of Lagon. Lagon is kind of easy for us. If you have enough gear, you can use to face him. You use 2 combos and then you kill the tentacles. At the beginning is the same thing, and then the Harbinger of Chaos. One thing that is of course very important for me is to have capped glancing blows. You have capped glancing blows because you don't want to get one shot, and with Titan Heart and the thing that you get less damage while moving, even without red rings, you can see that I can tank some hits from the waves or from the other things. If I didn't have capped glancing blows, I would get one shot likely. And even at 929 corruption, we do kill the bosses quite well. Now, for Aberroth, Aberroth is super easy now with the gear I have. Like for example, we can do one now. I'm kind of confident that I won't die, but it's going to be funny if I die. Is what it is. You just one face him quite easily. You can even escape some phases. Of course, remember this is normal Aberroth. Uber Aberroth. I'm going to make a montage of me trying for 20 minutes, and you will see how funny I die all the time. I eat frontals. I eat the. Actually, the things on the ground kill me in like 1 point something seconds because I don't have a lot of resistance versus dot. I don't have my Crimson Shrouds up. But the normal Harbingers, you just get them both together and then slam them. And then this can kind of serve as a guide of how to do Aberroth. You first want to bait the Void Orb away. Then you're going to want to do the combo, don't get into a bad shit. You can do the combo again. And you skip then one phase here. Now you get your smoke bomb up, but you want to take it here, bait his frontal. And then he's in another phase. Bait things again, use a pot to be on full health. Now he's on the last phase. And usually this will be funny because he does a frontal and then another one, but you just kill him. And as you can see, farming Orbis with this build is like nothing omega crazy that you just slam him in like 2 combos or 1. There are some Event Horizon builds that... Oh, look, Annihilis. But basically that is it. You can also do clearing. Normal clearing is nothing amazing. You can watch my stream for most of that. You are going to just try and dodge everything. It is what it is. It's rogue gameplay. Like, let me show you 1 second. Here and in the storm, I'm going to go into a random echo. And this, of course, I may die, but I don't really care. I do this because I want. Let's get some access. If we get some big access, we also have another Woven Echo over there. And nothing has changed from before. If you want to do Nemesis thingies, have some Blades of Chaos to put here. You just slam him. This is 900 corruption, by the way. And for normal mobs, you just kill them by shifting. Do remember to use the smoke bomb sometimes, mostly to slow enemies, because they are actually very dangerous. Apart from the Cerebral base, you have 0 dodge. So if you get overrun by melee mobs, all of them are going to hit you and you are going to die. Also, one thing that I see a lot of people not doing, even if they have Shatter Chains, remember you can pre-pot hits. Like, if you know you are going to get hit by a lot of melee damage or a lot of things, you can pre-pot to be immune to that stun, because being stunned and getting your movement or any ability interrupted can be a death sentence. And lastly, I'm going to show you basically you can animation cancel the wind up after using Lethal Mirage, and the Mirages will keep hitting. This is very useful to dodge things and also to drop the smoke bomb if it's needed. Mostly because we don't have a huge attack speed, so sometimes the enraged mobs, they are always enraged because of the Weaver Tree node, and they can run you down quite easily. Now, also another thing is you may see that my mana is actually not super up. Oh, that Tome of Favor got lost forever. And that's because I don't have, like I said, full mana regen on the things. But you just wait a little bit and can keep going. So that is everything. I hope you like this update. If you need any help or anything, you remember that you can leave it on the comments. Come to the stream. I'm always looking at both chats, the Twitch chat and the YouTube one, unless I'm filming a video. But if you actually use the YouTube chat, I get a text-to-speech thingy to help me. And as you can see, there will be no struggles to get to 1000 corruption, but one thing that won't change is that unless we go like double red ring or low life, super ward 11 12k, you are going to die sometimes. As you can see, I didn't die here, but that's because I was also playing quite carefully. And remember, use your things. The small ball silver bait is super strong for using versus champions and mini bosses and things. For nemesis and exile mates, you can do your combo and they will just disappear from the face of the earth and everything else. It got a little bit long, but I think it was worth it. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And if anyone asks for gameplay, it's at the end. Bye bye.